Good morning, this is Raven. This is your daily tarot reading. Wow, it's the full moon in Gemini. It is a lot of mental connections coming out and being made. It's a time of a lot of release coming into the eclipse season. It's intense. Let's just say it's intense. So I'm using the sweet deck. The sweet deck I call the good tarot for this Gemini full moon. There's a lot of need to just take care of yourself today. Yes, here we go. Let's see what she has to tell us, this sweet tarot. I also have this because I feel like my brain is kind of scrambled eggs and has been ever since this full moon came into being. Interesting when Mercury, when Mercury starts to surface and become prominent, it's almost like there's too much information or something. So this is a rainbow fluorite, and yeah, it connects. It's called the Genius Stone. I use it in writing. There's beautiful colors in here. It comes in a variety of colors, and these ones are kind of the higher chakra colors, perfect for our purposes. So a couple of fire, a couple of air, one air. What they really bring out the positive view on all of these cards, which is why I chose them, so I'm going to stick with it. The Seven of Fire is the Seven of Wands, and that's the one where the person is kind of like embattled and needing to stand your ground is the counsel of this card. And in this one, we have a lovely unicorn, literally like having stood the ground on top of sort of finding solidity in a precarious place, finding triumph in a precarious place, finding energy in being, having to keep balance. It's a lovely kind of twist for the Seven of Fire. It shows, the need to stand your ground and recognize the challenges for what they are, which is generally, it can be resolved within you. It can be resolved through, peace and stuff like that. So, the Seven of Fire from the sweet deck. The Nine of Air. Another absolutely sweet interpretation of a difficult card. The Nine of Air is the one in the Rider Waite where someone is sort of like awake at night with all of the swords hanging over the bed. And in this case, all of those swords are doves, which I think is a lovely parallel for the air symbol. I love the idea of having an entire suit of swords with birds. That makes all the sense to me. In any case, these are ideas and thoughts that flutter around and crowd in and worry. And this is a very Gemini card of all you Gemini ruled by Mercury, just the god of the messenger god, the messenger of the gods. And that happens through conception. It happens through concepts, or maybe it happens through intuition, but then even that is like transmuted or translated into concepts and ideas. So there really is a link between the intellectual, rational mind and the gods. That's what mythology tells us. That's what all of Hermetic philosophy tells us, because that's why it's called Hermetic. Hermes is another name for Mercury. In any case, the Nine of Air is in this interpretation is almost when that goes right, when you're able to move through like a crowding in of too many thoughts and then have them suddenly arrange themselves into a pattern. So Mercury is all about pattern making, and so is this card. We know from the traditional interpretation that it starts out though as a chaotic flutter. Oh my goodness, here comes the yard work, people. My apologies, we're just gonna keep going. The Ace of Fire is the last one for this Mercury heavy full moon. And this is the positive potential and the essence of fire. Fire being a transformation, fire being action, fire being inspiration. Yeah, so in this case, this is a seed that is being planted in us today through all of this business. And through all of this business, and in this card, through the successful navigation of all of this business and being able to find the pattern in the chaotic thought processes, there's an important pattern that emerges that allows this to happen, allows some action to be taken that wasn't available or clear before. And the Seven of Fire shows us kind of the way that we can arrive there, which is to sort of stand our ground until the patterns begin to make shape, and to realize that all of these things that might be setting us off balance are in fact just the fireflies of the mind. You know, the balance is actually within you. The balance is actually in your heart and is undisturbable. There is nothing in this world that can disturb your actual inner Godhead peace, right? And so through staying connected to that, pattern emerges, and out comes this opportunity. This opportunity for clarity that leads to action of some sort. Oh, it's so loud. I'm so sorry. Well, this is an important full moon. It's really intense. Do a lot of self-care, please. Maybe allow that Mercury to move through with some journaling today. And I'm sending you lots of love. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.